Hello, hello, and welcome to the Rock Metal Podcast. I'm your host, John Harris, and on my right-hand side is my right-hand man, Gabriel.
Hi.
And today on the Rock Metal Podcast, we have Royal Bloom back for the attack. They've just released a new single. They've got some upcoming news. Right now, I'm being joined by Lewis to share some more information about what the band has got going on, what they've been up to since they were last on the show, which, if you're curious to check that out, you're listening in, go to our website, rockmetalpodcast.ca, search for it, Royal Bloom, episode 791. Obviously, if you're listening on Spotify, Apple Music, you should be able to locate it there as well. So that was September 30th of 2020. We chatted about a few things then. We're going to chat about a few things now. Lewis, welcome back to the show.
How's it going, man? Good to be here.
Oh, why, thank you so much. Good to have you back onto the show, my good man.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, it's been absolutely crazy time, hasn't it, man? Just with like the music frontier type of stuff. How's stuff going over there in your country? It's Canada you guys are from, right?
That's correct. We are from Canada.
Yeah.
And
so gigs are back up and running there and stuff then, or?
That's a good question. That might be different in each province. Where I'm at, I believe we're allowed to have gigs back up, but I don't know how many people are going out. And the venues are starting to, like, we don't have a passport system in my province, but a lot of the venues are requesting proof of vaccination. So we'll see.
All right. Yeah.
How the whole thing ends up turning out. But I guess we're gradually moving back towards a lockdown. So.
Oh, right. Yeah, I've not heard much of the news over there. Like, yeah, no, the reason I asked was it was a different story over here. It's just like the gigs have never been busier, which is kind of like the best sort of frontier, the sort of story about it. But I think everyone's sort of like, you know what, it's good to be back type thing over here. But yeah, what it goes for.
What's it like playing gigs again? Is it like full bore? Is it you have to stand 2 meters apart?
And different places really, but I had our first gig back 2 weeks ago in 19 months, which is absolutely crazy. We had a few shows before that, but they were cancelled down in Sheffield, in Chesterfield and West Yorkshire, which is down in England because we're up in Scotland, so that was a bit of a good reach out. But apart from that, all the Scottish gigs they're going through, so got quite a few lined up. You'll be able to check them all out on our Facebook and Instagram and website and all that. But
Okay. Now, for everybody listening in who is curious about checking out the Facebook, the Instagram, in today's show notes, I've got the band's official website, royalbloomuk.com. So if you go and check out royalbloomuk.com, you can see obviously their website, and then as well, that will be your portal to any social media site you feel most comfortable with that the band has a presence on.
Yeah, pretty much, man. We're working on a new website right now, so it's just www.royalbloom.uk. Oh. But until then, yeah, use that. But
okay, all right. News on the front there. Okay, so it's been a year. You guys are doing some gigs. It feels like immediately when somebody said you're chatting with Royal Bloom today, what comes to mind? I would say, yeah, I chatted with them 2-3 years ago. It's the time lapse of the last year has been absolutely incredible. What have you guys, aside from some gigging now, what have you guys been working on?
Well, with the past couple years, we've been pretty much just working on this album. Had a few setbacks, new lineup, switching about the songs and stuff, but just focused and just finishing the album. And about 2-3 weeks ago, we were in the studio just recording that. So yeah, last weekend we finished the music for that. And now we just got to do the vocals, which we're doing on Saturday, which is 2 more days. So just so happy to get that through. It's been such an incredible journey, man, for the likes of myself. But I just can't wait to let everyone hear the sort of story and the whole thing is whole.
Okay. Can you share the story? How much can you share about the record?
I think it will mean something different to everyone because I've kind of wrote it in a sort of way where it's able to be flexible, where someone can listen to it and it can mean something to them, it's something that's happened to them or an incident they're going through. It's a very personal attack on the past 4 or 5-ish years. Was literally finishing the lyrics to one of the songs today, and I got this book. I actually got it right in front of me. I was got this book like 10 years ago, 9 years ago, and literally on the last page of it for this last song, and it's just such a nice like full circle, you know, full finished book, and it's the last song for the album. So it's a nice feeling, man. But yeah,
time to get a new book, as they say.
Yeah, man.
You said an attack on the past, or something to that realm, and I don't know, that was such a powerful phrase. So does that mean what? I could just say, you know, things that means to me, but what does that mean? Attacking the past? Does that mean changing your?
No, going over and coming to sort of terms, and just kind of writing about experiences as a whole, really.
Right.
Okay.
I've read a lot of NLP where you like actually rewrite your own memories so that you can view yourself differently. And so for some reason, I'm like, no real people, you know, study NLP. So, but any NLP practitioners out there, maybe hit us up in the comments, say hi. You know,
no, I should read any more of that, man. First time I've ever heard about that.
Yeah, NLP, neuro linguistic programming.
All right.
And basically what it is it started off as a therapy for people who were suffering from like PTSD or, you know, any kind of childhood trauma. And the psychological idea that our memories are not really real. We create them anyway. So if we're going to create our memories and add to our memories and change our memories, we might as well be conscious about how we do that. And therefore we can rephrase the way certain events happened, change ourselves from a victim in certain memories to something else that's more powerful.
Right. So coping mechanism type of way. But that's really cool, man. I need to look into that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Cool. Now, speaking of things, we have this track, this single that's not going to be released on digital platforms. It's only going to be released on the band's YouTube channel. Dear God.
Yeah, no, it was we recorded that in a my bassist Aaron's shed around about kind of this time last year, and it was just to get a demo of a feel for the song, one of the songs we were writing for the album, because it was a hard one to get through just because of what it actually meant to us. So, and then after hearing back from it again, it, you know, produced and all that, we're like, you know what, let's just stick it out, let people hear the gradual process of what the demo sounds like, and then we'll bring out the full version type style and see how that kind of goes. But yeah, no, it was just recorded in a shed pretty much. So, but yeah.
Okay. So you guys had it. You thought the world should hear it.
Yeah, we hadn't released anything in a while as well. I mean, just wanted to stay sort of present. We've not been able to actually get into proper studios and stuff over the whole course of the last year until now. So, yeah, no, I just felt like the right thing to do.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Didn't want to hold on to it ourselves for so long, but
it's tantric. You know, it's like a tantric orgasm. You have to hold on for a while and release at the right moment.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Like the shirt you're wearing, Guns N' Roses. You got to hang on for a really long time and then release at the right moment.
Yeah. Sometime it's been, man. I've been trying to, the album's been finished for a while. It's like, it feels like forever. So just, it's all changed as a whole. So it's been like rewritten a couple times, and yeah, just ready to put our flag down, you know? Like, I think this will be where the journey actually just kind of starts for us. Because before that, it's only just been singles, EPs, demos. So, yeah, no, a lot of people like view bands as like, this is where their journey begins when they, you know, put their album down. And that's where like it sets in people's minds sometimes, I guess. But, yeah, no, getting a lot of opportunities with it and sort of stuff recently with like festivals, and new bigger doors are opening up for us, and so just really happy with how things are going after a year of almost just nothingness, you know.
Yeah. What was the first gig like? Was that like, I don't know, what was it like?
Well, we weren't supposed to be playing that night. There was a band that was playing that their lead singer rage quit like 3 times, and then 2 days before our gig in our hometown, they were like looking for a band. They're like, oh God, like we're headlining there like a month after, which is the 10th of September. So in another 2 weeks. So we were like, yeah, we'll do it, of course. So we got in there and played with the band Petty Cassettes from Glasgow. They were fantastic, man. And it was just a great sort of like buzz about the whole thing, man. Like for a lot of people, I was asking that it's like your first time like being out to see like live music and stuff, and just the whole aura was just so appreciative, and like just loved it doing it ourselves as well. Great release of tension, you know. It's a good the main way again with the stress, I would say.
Okay, now something else you mentioned was that the album had gone through a few reiterations until putting your flag in the ground. Is that just because you guys had the time, so you started meddling with it?
So we had it finished, and then we had a lineup change, so we had to get a new drummer. And then we got Kyle, and his different playing etiquette was just like opened us up to so many different more realms and stuff. So we changed it to work around that, and it was where we wanted it to be originally. So then we just perfecting that every now and then. Well, because Kyle joined the band 3 years ago. Yeah, so it's taken 2 years to practice with it. And then we were ready to record, and then the COVID hit, and then it had to be another year after that. So yeah, that's pretty much why it's taken so long. Just unlucky circumstances, I guess.
You're not alone in those unlucky circumstances, Lewis.
I bet.
How very wise of you, young man. I bet you get that a lot. Do you get that a lot?
Yeah.
Okay. I can tell by the nervous laughter. You're like, good, another guy doing it. Fan-freaking-tastic. Okay, so we chatted about basically the last year, what's happened since you guys were last on the show. Episode 791, September 30th, 2020. Gigging in the UK. Sounds like you guys have been traveling around a bit. Scotland, England.
All over, man. So up north of Scotland, south of England. Well, we've not done that yet, but we're planning to reach out down there as soon as possible, really. Just the gigs keep getting cancelled at the moment. So it's, that's what happens, but we'll get there.
Yeah, exactly. Are you guys able to go to Wales as well?
Oh, yeah. We had a few lineups in Wales. They've been cancelled as well.
Uh-oh.
So we'll hit that territory pretty soon as we can. So...
Oh man.
Yeah, it's all the Scottish ones. They're good for now, but so get your tickets. Don't sit on them, because we had the first main show that we had back was a sellout, and that was in the capital, Edinburgh. There was even like a party bus, and that was sold out before I even heard about it. So was pretty much over the moon with that gig, but we had to drop out at the last minute because our drummer turned real ill, like 6 hours for the gig. So a gig still went ahead, but we weren't there. But it's just one of those circumstances, You can't do it. But
is he okay? Was it?
Oh, he's all right now. Yeah. He was just ill as a dog, man. We thought it was COVID and everything, took tests and all that, but it was just like, yeah, this man is not going to be able to drum today. So
yeah.
First time I've ever had to do that, and but stuff happens, man.
It's true. Very true. I think one of the things we're doing nowadays, because I don't know if you guys would do it, but before COVID, it'd be like, you can still play, right?
Yeah. And then everyone's freaking out. It's like, why is no one coming in?
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah. Whereas now it's like, oh, he's sick. Maybe we should take a step back. So I think humanity might be respecting illness a little bit more.
Yeah, noticing that. I think so too, yeah. Just nice, People get a bit more leeway from their work and stuff. But
it's very true.
More humanity.
Yeah. Humanity, those people. Okay, beautiful. Are you shopping for a record label for the release of the record? Do you have plans as to when it's going to release? All those questions.
We've got a few things in the works. With the album, we've got. Oh, the name just left my head. So we're working with Defiance Records for that. That's the record company that's under our label. Mm-hmm. So they'll be distributing it fairly well, hopefully. See how that goes. I have great faith in them. So it'll be good, man. But
I know it will.
Doors are always open. Doors are always open.
Exactly. Okay, cool. Well, it sounds like you're taken care of there. I work with an Italian record label that I could get you in touch with. Maybe.
Oh, right. Okay.
Maybe fill in some gaps. Maybe have a conversation with them. Let them know you've already got some kind of a deal. They can say what kind of a deal. Maybe fill in some gaps.
An open deal. So we were able to leave. We have full 100% control of the music, and we can leave anytime. So that's kind of what we have at the moment. But
yeah, that's how most men like it, Lewis.
It's a good deal, man. Yeah.
It certainly is. Groovy. Okay, so if that's cool, I'll do that, and then you guys can always have another conversation. Maybe fill in some gaps in some certain ways. Maybe.
Oh yeah. Cheers, dude.
Absolutely. Well, when you got a guy named Aaron Dick playing your bass, I think.
Yeah, we love that.
Who doesn't? Mr. Dick, can you bring your bass, please?
I mean,
you guys could create an R&B thing and just like get your like Wise Dick McKnight. It'd be like an R&B.
I know.
I never thought of it that way. Yeah, you could work something with it.
Do like some sheet covers.
You
or something.
Need to change your names now. That's what I'm feeling. You need to change the names. But no, not the names of us, of the band. But,
yeah. Just create an alter ego.
Yeah,
another moniker. Wise Dick McKnight, and you could just call it like YDM or WWDM or something.
Yeah, that's kind of inappropriate, so I'm going to count that as explicit for this episode.
It's the guy's last name. You're calling it explicit? It says right there, Aaron Dick. He goes through life. He went through the entire public education system being called Mr. Dick.
Yeah, but it's an inappropriate thing.
Sweetie, it's his last name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh.
Inappropriate.
It's inappropriate? Okay. All right, sweetie. Okay.
We'll cut that out. Don't worry.
Oh, we're going to cut it out. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe you say so, dude.
Okay. Sweet. Was there anything that we missed? Anything management wanted us to hit that we didn't hit?
Pre-orders for the album, that'll be coming out as soon as the new website launches as well. So that'll be in the next a month or two. So just keep an ear to it, and if you like us and follow us on all the social media stuff and that, I'm sure it'll come by. But
okay.
Yeah.
What was the website again? Because this will air probably about a month from now. So I'll put put both links.
So www.royalbloom.uk. So it's pretty much the same before, apart from a dot just before the UK and no.com.
Mm-hmm. How does that feel dropping the .com? Because that's usually like a rite of passage in the internet world.
Yeah. No, we couldn't get the domain name for that for some reason. So UK will do.
Yeah, but
it's not so bad.
You've got a .uk. Like I have a .ca, so that makes me feel pride. Does that make you feel pride at all?
No, I don't know, man. In all honesty.
Yeah. Okay. It's funny. One of my friends from the UK has mentioned that most, if not all, of the Canadians he's met just love Canada, and he's like he wonders what's going on in Canada that we just love Canada so much, because he's like, I don't feel the same way about the UK.
I think if you asked a lot of us that, man, we would probably say the same. Like, yeah.
Groovy. Well, dear God. We also chatted about reframing your past using neuro-linguistic programming, which was fun. Yeah, good stuff. I recommend looking into that. Have you ever heard of Tony Robbins?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
His basis for a lot of his work, if you go far back enough into the 80s, is neuro-linguistic programming.
Oh, right. Huh. So it's in the music.
In the music?
Yeah, his bass, Tony
Tony Robbins, the, dare I call him, motivational speaker.
Oh, right, motivational speaker. Sorry, I thought you said he was a bassist.
Oh, no.
No, my ears playing up, man. My bad.
It's okay.
Oh, right, no, I need to check that. Tony Robbins. I'll check that out, though.
Yeah. Good stuff. Okay, beautiful. We chatted about gigging in the UK, finishing up the album, turning that last page. Bob Seger would be proud. Chatted about reframing bad memories. We chatted about the track Dear God. We have a YouTube link for it, so if you're watching on YouTube, the website, you're listening on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you're tuning in, on today's show notes should be a link so you can check out that video. Also as well, you can check out the band's previous interview, episode 791. And there's some news to come because there's an album coming up, so I imagine, Lewis, will have you back on the show again.
That'd be fantastic, John. Thanks, man.
Mm-hmm. And since there's nothing we missed, we've snagged everything. Gabesy, do you have any additional questions, comments, concerns, anything itching?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Just that Lewis is a great guy.
Lewis is a great
Oh,
guy.
you're a great guy too, man.
I'm also curious who the shredder is on your wall over there.
Shredder. Oh, that's that's Kurt Cobain, man. He was a wee poster. Funny story. I didn't actually know that was like Kurt Cobain until I was like 16. Someone bought that for me when I was like 13. And it was like before I even listened to the band Nirvana, and it's always just stuck about, man. So
okay.
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is, from over here, it doesn't look like Kurt Cobain. It looks like some shredder from like 1985.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah,
All right.
but I'll have much more to say when the boat starts rolling and sort of stuff. This is all of the past year. We've pretty much just been fine-tuning everything, getting all the work kind of like done and prepped for it. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, man, it's exciting. The past 5 years, now the exciting stuff's happening. So, see what happens.
That's how it goes, baby. Any bands listening in, you're at the 4-year mark. You're like, it's not going anywhere. Just it starts rolling about the 5-year mark.
That's what I've heard for a lot of people, man. It's strange. Just stick in there, you know. Like Chris Cornell, it took him 10 years. So, you know, 10 years before they got any glimpse of notice, which is crazy.
Yep. Even as a podcast, we've been doing it 5 years now, and now I'm starting to actually, I don't know, have fun or something.
definitely call it that.
Yeah.
Like on episode 1, we were like, I was nowhere near here. And then like 10 million episodes later, more like 1,000, because we only have like 1,000 episodes.
We only have 1,000 episodes.
Well, we're gonna get 1,090 coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's a lot.
Yeah. So 1,000 episodes in, and we're finally now just starting to feel like the internet may know who we are. So goes to show how long it takes and how much
keep
work.
in.
Yeah, keep in.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't throw out the towel yet. Yeah. All right. Well, Lewis, thank you so much for coming back on to the Rock and Roll Podcast today.
Pleasure, man. Thanks for having us back again for the second time. But enjoy the rest of your morning. Right?
Morning.
Yeah. It's like 5 over here. But thanks so much again, man.